The border fence is back on the news, back in the rhetoric regarding the election and how our future president might secure the southwest border. The border fence has been around for many years. The current rules and regulations for how the fence should be built came out with the Secure Fence Act of 2006. Now that act says there's going to be 700 miles of fence, but we're not quite there. It's about 650, 660. Now, the fence acts as a deterrent. I think some people believe that once you build the border fence, it's designed to stop people and that's it. Even Border Patrol will tell you the fence is designed to slow people down long enough for Border Patrol to respond. Now, there are so many ways around the fence even where it exists. There are ways over it, under it, through it. You can tell there's holes in the fence, there's parts of the fence that have been knocked down where people have pushed it over. However, you take a look at crime statistics and apprehension statistics in places like San Diego, which is a great example, where you actually have the double layer of fencing that has been there since, I believe, roughly 2009. And the apprehension statistics dropped dramatically after that fence was completed. So the traffic, the amount of human traffic going through that sector has really slowed down. However, when you do build a fence, it has an effect of like running water, pushing everybody and everything to places where there are no fence. And that does make the journey more dangerous in some cases when you're pushing immigrants to go through places that have higher temperatures, no running water. There's always a humanitarian concern. That being said, there are parts of the border where you don't even have any wildlife that is going through because it's so harsh. There is a border fence in Yuma, Arizona, southwest corner of Arizona along the border with Mexico. There's a fence there, but those apprehensions, I think it's the lowest rates along the southwest border because there's nothing out there. There are parts of Texas. Texas doesn't have a lot of fencing compared to California and Arizona, around the Big Bend sector in particular, where the natural landscape acts as a natural barrier. It's just too rugged, it's too difficult for people to go across. It costs $1.6 million on average in a very simple place to build just 1 mile of fence. But when you start moving into rougher terrain, that can go into the tens of millions of dollars for just 1 mile of fence. Then you have to add on the maintenance fees for the following 20 years, and you're going into the billions to maintain that whole fence every single year. And that's taxpayer dollars that are being used to maintain the fence. So some places that it's needed and some places that it's not. So to say that we just unequivocally need 2,000 miles of fence without looking at it from a strategic perspective, where the threat is and where it's needed, I think it's foolhardy to gamble with taxpayer dollars like that without being smart about where the fence belongs and where it doesn't.